What do you think about this fight, and who do you think's going to get the win here?
I think Anderson Silva is going to win the fight. I think it's going to be a great fight, but Anderson's a great champion. Silva.
Second round, Silva, TKO.
Bet my life savings on it. I'd probably put my money on Silva.
I like Chael. You know, I just love his. I love the way he is, the way he represents himself. I think the guy's cool as hell. I really believe that he has the capability of submit Anderson.
I'm gonna go with Silva on that one.
Is the first round, Anderson finish the fight for sure.
I hope Anderson win and take this to Brazil.
Chael Sonnen will defend his middleweight title tomorrow night. He will defeat Anderson Silva.
I literally can't pick it.
Predicting that is like predicting the fate of the world. Who the knows?
MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs. Expedite your blood work today at advancedsportslabs.com.
Welcome to MMA Inside the Cage, bringing the world of mixed martial arts straight to you. We're just getting back from Las Vegas, covering International Fight Week, the UFC Fan Expo, and of course, UFC 148. I'm your host, Cyrus Feast, joined as always by Mr. Casey Oxendine, who's kind of living like Machiavelli out there in Vegas all week long.
Man, just like Tupac, brother. We were kicking it at the Luxor. I was there with my lady, which is more than I can say for you, brother. The reputation around town is you were down at Hooters Casino, trying to pick up the $3 blackjack, maybe some cheap wings.
Of course, yeah, cheap wings. You had $3 blackjack and the ladies walking around in the Hooters garb.
Way to represent.
Exactly. Let's talk about International Fight Week, Casey. It was awesome. In the second round, we're going to talk to some real Brazilian jiu-jitsu legends, including Royler Gracie and Eddie Bravo at the same time. Awesome stuff there. You go to the third round, we're going to head over to the Golden Nugget, where we're talking to some big celebrities who are out there for International Fight Week. But right now, let's talk about the big fight. This could be the biggest fight card of the year. Let's get to these results. Kicking off the card on Facebook, you had Rafael Tractor Oliveira fighting for his job and winning unanimous decision over Yoslandi Izquierdo. You had Shane Roller beating John Alessio, unanimous decision. Constantino Philippou looking great against Ricky Fukuda, unanimous decision, 30-27 across the board. Khabib Nurmagomedov, you had him beating Jocelyn Tebow, that was 30-27 as well. Of course, the main event of the FX card had Melvin Guillard taking off Fabricio Camoes. He gets a big unanimous decision, the young assassin trying to move back into title contention after falling down a few rounds.
Yeah, and I'm impressed with Melvin for a couple of reasons. One being that he's really gone back to the drawing board with the Black Zillions and improved that ground game. He was mounted at the end of round one and escaped, got out there, landed a big shot to close out round one big, and then from there he dominated completely over Camoes. It was very impressive.
It very was. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the post-fight right here.
I don't really see a threat in the lightweight division as far as striking goes, but this is not just a kickboxing match, so you always have to be ready for the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu. I think even at this stage in my career, most strikers probably try to submit me instead of strike with me.
And moving into the main card, it was Mike Easton, the Hulk, taking on Ivan Menjivar. Of course, this one is going to talk about who's going to be facing Faber or Barao, the big main event from 149. And Mike Easton looked tough in this one. He proved that he is ready for the big time, ready for the title.
Well, the Hulk is the supreme athlete at that weight class. He can do it all. Lloyd Irvin prospect. This guy from years was in Naga. He has that wrestling background. I think he can go all the way, dude. I mean, this is a guy that he is blazing through the competition with ease.
Yeah, Chad Mendez running through Cody McKenzie, a big TKO, of course, a very lopsided affair there. Then you're talking about Damian Maia, Donghyun Kim. He got the big TKO by injury, but nonetheless, Maia looked really impressive. Of course, he wants to get back in the title hunt as well at 170, and he did look good.
Yeah, he made that drop to 170. He's looked a lot better, especially with the BJJ skills. He's gone back to the drawing board. He had Royler Gracie, there at the weigh-ins with him. He also had Leo Vieira in his corner. I mean, these guys are very, very high caliber ground guys. He's saying he's going to use his strengths and he's going to take this 170 division.
Absolutely. Let's see what he had to say after the fight.
My training was all turned to grappling. So when I got there, of course, I was going to do grappling. Sometimes, like in that time, I did more boxing in the training. So there's no secret. You do where you're training.
Then you had Kung Lee taking on Patrick Cote, who was, of course, a last-second replacement for Rich Franklin. And I'll tell you what, Kung Lee looked real good. He looked real grateful to be in the UFC, get that big win since he lost to Vanderlei Silva. And who knows what's next for Kung Lee? He's getting up there.
I know what's next, man.
Yeah.
I was at that post-fight press conference. Dana White saying it's going to be China. It's going to be that inaugural event there in China, and he wants Kung Lee to get ready. Kung Lee says he will be.
It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? You got Tito Ortiz in the co-main event, of course, his big retirement fight, which was historic. And Tito did lose the decision. However, he looked good doing it.
Very special night for Tito Ortiz. You know, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame earlier that afternoon at the Expo. And then, you know, really just laid it all on the line. You know, he was black and blue at the end of the fight. And it was very special for me. You know, I got to ask a question there as he closed out at the post-fight press conference. So, very special night for me as well.
Let's take a look at that.
Tito, you know, you're a face that has been around the MMA and really pop culture for a number of years since the start. What comes after this for you? You know, you say your body's sort of, you know, it's taking the wear and tear. What's next for you as far as, you know, getting your face out there? Do you have aspirations to do anything with media, you know, in the future?
Vacation comes first, family time. You know, I think me and the boys in January are going to go on vacation, enjoy a month. I bought a fishing boat last year. I want to do a lot of fishing. I don't know, maybe some commentating. I'm going to continue to be successful, that's for sure. I ain't done, this is just a different chapter of my life.
And in the main event, this is the big fight everybody wanted to see, the big rematch, Silva Sonnen #2 for the middleweight championship. And I'll tell you what, the atmosphere was amazing. So much electricity in the air. You had all the Brazilians there. It almost sounded like a soccer match there in the arena. Casey, let's talk about this fight, round for round.
Well, man, Sonnen did come to win this fight. You know, he gets the takedown. He gets on top of Silva, even mounts the champion. But, man, when the Spider comes to fight, he knows how to stay composed, and he did turn it around in round 2. Gets the big TKO victory and really solidifies himself as the pound-for-pound best of all time.
I have to agree with you on that one. The knee came through in the second round. That's what a lot of people were talking about. Dana White says it was legal. Keith Kaiser was a little worried about it for a number of reasons. He kind of had a few issues with Silva this weekend.
Well, this decision stands. You know, it's just anytime you're dealing with a knee like that to a downed opponent, you know, it is legal to hit the chest, but you never know what that fighter's going to do. It all, you know, boils down to intention. So, you know, if Sonnen would have raised up a little bit or tilted from side to side, that knee could have landed in his face, and that could have, you know, ended in a no contest or a disqualification. You know, but really Kaiser was a little more aggravated with Silva, all in all, with the shoulder bump at the weigh-ins, you know, with the greasing issue, you know, so it's just one of those things where, you know, you've really got to watch the athletic commission. You know, you get under their skin, it could be problems.
No doubt about it. Well, it was a great fight, and I'm just glad we could be there for that one. Coming up next round, we're going to the Heart Attack Grill in downtown Las Vegas, where we're going to talk about all these great interviews we got with some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legends, including Royler Gracie, Eddie Bravo. In the third round, coming up a little bit later, we're talking to some celebrities there at the Golden Nugget on Fremont Street. Get your guard up right now. It's time for your MMA Inside the Cage. Hit parade, baby.
Gerald Turek comes here to exact some revenge. But look at the speed. Oh, and a slip there from Cranial Takis. Big Daddy goes. Can Martinko pound and ground? That's it, it's all over. Can he finish this? And it's all over.
MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
So let me ask you this: are we going to see King Mo Lawal as the TNA champion first, or are we going to see him as a Bellator champion, or is it going to be hand in hand, TNA Bellator champion King Mo Lawal ruling the world?
Well, my goal is to be a one-man tag team.
Okay.
I want to have the TNA belt, and I want to have the Bellator belt. You know what I'm saying? So that's a one-man tag team. I want to bike to the ring and the cage with both belts. That's my goal.
We're back. Round number 2, MMA Inside the Cage. Live from Las Vegas. We're downtown Fremont Street. We're here at the Heart Attack Grill, home of the most delicious, but of course, unhealthy burgers in the whole entire world, Casey.
Brother, I'm getting ready to have my first single bypass ever, and, you know, and I'm not even nervous about it. I'm actually excited.
It's because you're not going under the knife. You're about to get a fork and knife and dig into one of these awesome burgers. That's right. Speaking of awesome, we got some amazing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legends while we're here for the International Fight Week.
Oh, that's right. Some of the biggest names in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu were right here at UFC 148, including Royler and Eddie Bravo in the same location at the same time.
Check out this great footage.
Right here with Brian Simmons. This is the man behind Grappler's Quest, which is so much a part of this Fan Expo. Talk about what's going on today.
We had we had 2 4-man tournaments. We had just some amazing, we did a first new format of Grappler's Quest, which was the 10-minute submission only round, followed by the 5-minute overtime. I wanted to see how it would transition and change the sport. It's transcending. It's exponential growth from here, from that. I am doing what Dana said and set out to do when they ultimately conquested and acquired Pride, and they knew they were going to do it. I know that with first of all, the relationships I built, like Abu Dhabi, like they give a lot of money away, but they could give a lot more. They're billionaires, bro. Like, listen, give more money to these guys. Scrape the bottom of the oil barrel, excuse my reference, but scrape the bottom of it and come up, and we're like $4 or $5 a barrel. You can give these guys $100,000 per weight class. If you don't care about it anymore, which is very obvious in a lot of ways, the mats at the last Abu Dhabi World Championships were like 15 feet by 15 feet. You had friggin', you're the best in the world grappling on cement.
All right, Casey Oxen out here with Vinny Magalhaes. We're here at the UFC Expo. Man, what's going on? Last time we saw you, you were throwing away the big M1 Global belt. What's happening today with Vinny Magalhaes?
The belt itself, I still have the belt. I don't have the title anymore. Actually, the day that I put the belt out for sale was the day that they stripped the title. They just decided that just not to have him as a champion anymore. And technically, I wasn't under contract. I didn't have like fighting obligations with them. I didn't have to fight for them. But that was when I was in the matching period. So technically, I could still be an M1 fighter if I decided to show like any offer. And if they could cover that offer, I would still be like an M1 fighter, and I would possibly still be the champion. But they just decided to take the title away.
I'm here with Leo Vieira, possibly the most dynamic grappler that has ever lived. Have you ever considered making a switch and going into mixed martial arts yourself?
I saw a lot of students come training and go. Of course, I think about it so much.
Here with Master Lloyd Irvin.
Well, developing the team is very important because, like I say, everything starts from the kids up. And like I say, although we fight MMA, we got guys doing Muay Thai, fighting professional, we still come from the martial art aspect. A lot of the new fighters, MMA fighters, is like wrestlers going to MMA gyms to fight MMA. The martial arts aspect is gone away. And like I said, with our school, we put the martial arts first.
Here with the one and only Royler Gracie, perhaps the greatest mat legend of all time. Are you still looking to possibly come, out of retirement and compete again at some point? And if so, would you be interested in facing off against Eddie Bravo?
I'm not looking to be faced with nobody, but if someone knocking my door, I'm ready. I'm training every day. That's what I do for my whole life. But make sure he come with someone real. Don't be with fake stuff, Say, hey, let's go fight. Yeah, I love to see you fight. Well, I love too, but, let's talk.
Here with the one and only Eddie Bravo, jiu-jitsu legend, right here at UFC.
With Iraqian
Sharon Salman.
Sharon Salman, she was around in Baghdad when they were dropping bombs. She got out safely. She's here. Thank God, her family's okay, everything's fine. She's here with UFC, enjoying it, selling some Harley-Davidson motorcycles.
Is there ever a possibility we might see Royler Eddie Bravo Part 2?
Well, it was on. It was on like Donkey Kong. He agreed to it, I agreed to it. This is what I wanted forever, for years. He agreed to it, did interviews. He did interviews for Tatama Magazine, for Gracie Magazine, talked a lot of and it was on like Donkey Kong, and then all of a sudden he decided to ask for $50,000 more. Nobody has ever negotiated with the Sheik, and that was his way of backing out. So Royler backed out. I was down, but unfortunately he wasn't.
Well, I'll tell you what, Casey, there's no love lost between Eddie Bravo and Royler Gracie.
Absolutely not. The saga that began nearly a decade ago may have just come to a feverish pitch right here on MMA Inside the Cage.
No doubt about it. I'll tell you what, we got some great celebrity interviews as well as a great main event of the week coming up here in the third round.
That's right, but right now I got to get back to this heart attack waiting on me over here at the table.
Keep it right here on MMA Inside the Cage.
MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
Now, this is what I got to ask you. Third and final question. I went to Iowa Central Community College. Oh, no. Cain Velasquez did. You did. What is it? That's what I'm saying. What is it about Iowa Central that breeds greatness? That's what I want to know.
Well,
was it the amazing bar scene in Fort Dodge, Iowa?
The Dirty Dodge, man.
The Dirty Dodge.
I used to have a good time back there. I tell you what, dude, it's just a great program, man. It's a hard-nosed wrestling program. I remember the wrestling coach used to put us all on this bus and make us jog back to the campus. Half of us would miss dinner and things like that. That's just gnarly, real tough, hard-nosed stuff. So it's just good program, man. Good program. Hard-nosed kids.
No doubt about it. Here he is. This is John Jones. Welcome back to the program, MMA Inside the Cage, live from Las Vegas, right here at the Golden Nugget down here on Fremont Street. And wow, I'll tell you what, Casey, I never thought we'd see so many celebrities out here, but we got some really interesting interviews here. We started off with Pete Rose as soon as we got there. Then you hooked up with a rock star.
Oh, you're talking about Zoltan, brother.
Yes.
The man from Five Finger Death Punch. The guy's been on the mats, the jiu-jitsu mats for years. Also a judo black belt. He had a lot to talk about.
Then you talk about a big fan of the sport and an awesome stand-up comedian. We're talking about Jim Norton. Check out these great interviews that we scored right there at UFC 148. I'm here in lovely Las Vegas. We're at the shops at Mandalay Bay, and we're on our way to the UFC Expo, and we just happened to see one of the biggest legends in baseball history, Pete Rose. Well, you know, one incident that happened in the UFC was Chael Sonnen, and he kind of had a thing with the performance-enhancing drugs, and that's obvious. Yeah, well, obviously there's been that issue very big in baseball. What's your take on that with the explosion of it? Of course,
you're talking to the wrong guy because I made my mistakes and we'll let it go at that. I don't know a damn thing about steroids or enhancement drugs. I don't know nothing about it. So if I start commenting on it, I'd have a chance of sticking my foot in my mouth. If they did it and they got caught, they should be penalized. And I think the guy you're talking about lost his championship because of that. So, you know, there's restrictions and abide by the rules. And if you don't, you end up like me, getting suspended. I've been suspended 22 years.
Yeah.
So my advice to the young people watching your interview, don't break the rules, because they'll catch you.
Right here with Zoltan Bathory, the rhythm guitarist for the Five Finger Death Punch. Man, you performed here at the Mandalay Bay last night, and you're here for the UFC Fan Expo. You just got done watching Bill the Grill Cooper right out there at the Grappler's Quest. Talk a little bit about what you're doing here and your connection with grappling as a whole.
Well, technically, actually, I was going to fight today.
Oh, wow.
But basically, I broke my hand a little bit time ago and didn't quite heal perfectly yet, so I still feel it. And we are about a week away from the big major, you know, U.S. tour, and the band members, the management, everybody is like, you know, so my security guy is walking with me, so to watch that I don't weigh in. Somehow this band thing is working out. That was the grand scheme was really, I didn't really want to do the band, you know, that was the grand scheme.
It was for jiu-jitsu connections.
It was purely for getting jiu-jitsu connections, so now I can, you know, sneak into, you know, academies.
Here I'm talking to Jim Norton, stand-up comedian, big part of the Opie and Anthony show, and a huge mixed martial arts fan. Was it just a given that you had to be here for this fight, Silva versus Sonnen?
Yeah, it's always hard to get off on the weekend, but this one I knew months in advance, and I'm like, this is when I knew Uriah was supposed to be on the co-main event. I had to come to this.
So out of all these moves that you've taken, you took the strike from Jones. What's been the worst?
By far, that kick to my thigh. The punches really hurt, but I'm going to take them. The Fedor put me in a weird arm one where he just kind of flexed up and wrapped around my arm, which really hurt, but that was a bearable pain. Brock doing the heel hook on me hurt. The leg kick hurts a lot more than anything.
Which is so fitting because that's what he tapped to against Mir.
But he laughed. He was very gentle. I mean, these guys, they're not bullies. Silva, I've had Anderson Silva kick me. And what hurt about that is he did it light. Like he was giving me a baby kick because he knows. But was the head jarring. I wasn't ready for like the head to move like that, so I had a headache for 2 hours after. I'm like, the fact that he just kicked me in the arm lightly and I had a headache. He's a dangerous guy.
Well, those were awesome interviews, man. You just never know who you're going to see, especially when the Fan Expo rolls into town. It's time, guys. Let's get right to it. This is a big main event from our friends at the WFC from Slovenia. Check it out. It's our MMA Inside the Cage main event of the week.
The World Free Fight Challenge is here with 10 top fights featuring some of the world's best mixed martial artists and K1 stars. Get ready. This is WFC 16, Return of the Champions.
MMA Inside the Cage, brought to you by Advanced Sports Labs.
Wow, what an awesome weekend. I'm just glad we got to get out there for International Fight Weekend. I got to know, what was your whole highlight of the experience?
Well, of course, Tito going in the Hall of Fame, that's a guy that I've watched since the start. He kind of really, initiated my push into mixed martial arts, so that was very special to me. But man, this Royler and Eddie Bravo thing, maybe you bring it back to the boiling point, that's really got me going too. Man.
I think it was cool.
I
got to say my highlight was just being there for the main event, but then talking to Pete Rose as soon as we get there, and John Jones, my fellow Iowa Central Triton alumni.
And
was
$3 blackjack.
And $3 blackjack. Check us out on Facebook. Get over to the YouTube for all these interviews in their entirety. Those will be up there before you know it. And of course, follow us on Twitter at MMAITC and go to our website, MMAInsideTheCageTV.com, and keep donating there for the Dustin Jensen charity. We got to get that on there, and we got to get that beard off. I'm Cyrus Fees.
I'm Casey Oxendine.
And we'll see you next week
Inside the Cage.